been a minute since I did my last what's in my bag video, but this one I am so geeking over. I love the satchel style, you guys. I have to show you all the details. So this is the Coach Western Tabby, and take a look at this beautiful contrast stitching. Oh my goodness, I just fell for this overall look, and it just reminds me of a nice classic, I don't know, like academic satchel. I love it. You guys know that are, subscribers here. I love a nice handy satchel. And when I saw this, I knew this had to be mine. So before we go into what's inside my bag, I wanted to show you some of these details just in case you're interested in this bag. The amber, this is the color amber, and I believe it's sold out for now. I got this a few weeks ago, and when I looked it up today, I saw it was sold out. So you might be able to find it maybe on resale sites, but this is how this amber color looks. They have black as well. I noticed right here the contrast stitching is larger on the top, and then right here it's smaller on this back pocket. The contrast stitching on the top here is pretty comparable to the size throughout the bag, but you can slip, your phone in here, a little notebook. I do like this color, the suede in the inside. It's like this yellow, a light, kind of like a mustard yellow. And this bag is very light, very durable, which I'll show you. This strap, you can actually change it out. Sorry, it keeps getting in the way. You can actually change it out. Originally, it came like this with the shoulder strap, and you can adjust it if you want it, tighter, or if you want it sitting a little bit lower. I took this off because I like to wear my bags crossbody and as like a longer, satchel. But what's nice is that you have like this shoulder pad. So if it does get heavy, this kind of helps, so that way the weight doesn't kind of dig into your shoulder. So you can take this out here, but you can even see like the contrast stitching on the handle, on the strap. I keep saying handle, I meant the strap. I am 5'2". I have this on the second from the top notch here, little rivets, and I find that it looks great crossbody. The only thing that not that I wish, but that kind of I noticed, is that when you tuck in the end right here, it just kind of flaps there on the sides. So just so you are aware of that, it doesn't, tuck in. Now, of course, if you wore this on the very last notch, you wouldn't have that problem. It has these little pockets right here on the side, which are kind of small, but it kind of works for what I store in here. On this side, I have my vitamins, my supplements. So I tuck these in. And if I'm out and about, or I'm not, able to take my vitamins at home, or if I forget, or if I'm at a restaurant, then I have them with me. So I don't have to use my vitamin pouch. I just kind of stick it here on the side, make functional use of that pocket. And then before we get to the front detail on this other side, we open up the little turn latch, and this is where I put my hand sanitizer, the wipes. And then you can see it has that beautiful mustard suede lining here. It's really pretty, or it could be seen as like a burnt orange. Is it a burnt? Yeah, like a light burnt orange. And then just like all the little details, you can see right here, these little rivets on the bottom. It has the feet, small, like little rivet. I guess it's not the proper feet, but the corner rivets here. Now, as we look at the front of the bag, it has the big C logo, the Coach logo, which is not too heavy, but it's not too light where it feels flimsy. I feel like it's an appropriate amount of weight. And then when you open it up, this is a magnetic clasp. And here you can actually adjust this part. So if you chunk this up here. I guess you can, you know, did I adjust this? I'm trying to think. I think it came like this. You can adjust it on either the first or the second notch. And if you put it on the second, it just allows you to expand this just a little bit more and chunk it up, but I won't be. So this first one is fine for me. And then opening it up right here, I have this little pouch. I will not be carrying this all the time, but it's basically like my little feminine pouch for that time of the month where I have, you know, my wipes and just feminine products. And then I also have extra like aspirin that I'll keep in here. I got this cute pouch from Five Below recently. Take it easy. Yes, I need to take it easy during those days, but that just fits right here in the front side. And in here, in this little pocket, it actually can fit quite a lot of things, which I can appreciate. The gum, and a lot of these things may look familiar if you have watched my regular or my recent What's My Bag videos. I'm kind of a creature of habit, so if something works for me, I just kind of stick with it. Same with this, you know, really thin, compact hand sanitizer. And then my electrolytes, because wow, this summer is just brutal. I think that's it, but you can see it has like this nice suede lining, and this is how it looks. My little composition mini notebook. I love this so much because not only is it thin and mini size, but it's blank pages. It's really hard to come by notebooks that just offer like blank pages. So for my journal friends, check out Michael's. This comes in a 4-pack and it's like a mini. It's a mini size, so it's smaller than Pocket. And I just put like my grocery lists and just little notes to self, anything that I just want to jot down at the moment, but I don't have enough room to carry like a big planner, but I'll show you what can fit. And then going into the big pocket right here, this is how it looks with all my stuff. Oh, in the front, you'll see that it has, it says natural full grain leather, kind of embossed there in silver. And then this pouch, it has, this is my makeup products. You guys like to see what I'm using. Okay, this is again nothing new, but the lotion is new. This particular brand that I'm using, it smells so good. But for those that are not familiar with my handbag videos, I like to use these, are they like pill or contact lens cases where you just squirt in your favorite lotion and it just makes it compact and portable without having to carry around like a big bottle. And the bottle, the lotion that I'm enjoying at this time is this brand, Billy. Oh, it smells really good. And it actually keeps my skin hydrated. I use this like all day, you know, during the day, in the evening after I shower. I love this lotion. I don't know if you can tell in the light, but like I'm almost out. It's like right here. And I just got this. It smells so good. It reminds me of like a fancy, like those fancy hotel lotions that you get, or if you're at a resort or a spa, it smells like that. So I think this is like my new favorite lotion. And some wipes. Oh, this lip gloss, which I'm going to show you my lip combo at the moment. But this Vaseline Lip Therapy Rosy Lips, it's nice. I still have my favorite, like this one right here. But what I notice about it is like when I get to the very bottom, it's really hard to squeeze the remains without like having to cut it open. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, I can actually do a 2-for-1. I can use this, and then once it's done, I can use this as a carrier for my lotions or, you know, any pills. So it's kind of 2-for-1. I'm going to recycle and reuse this. But it also smells really good, and it does keep my lips moisturized like all day. So I am enjoying this. Along with these 2 new lip colors. Oh, this pouch, by the way, they don't make this anymore, but I got this years ago. It's Ipsy. I was doing their Ipsy subscription, so every month they had like a different theme. But I'm really enjoying this e.l.f. lip stain, and yeah, I just use a little bit and it goes a long way. Like I'll just dab like a little bit there to put some color onto my lips. It's like a light stain kind of gloss, but I also like this NARS. It's I think the color is called All In, and it reminds me of my Clinique, was it Black Honey that I enjoyed, but I like ran out. So I put that on there. And it's nice because the color is dark enough where it shows up, but not dry where it feels like a lipstick, like a matte lipstick. It's like in between a gloss and a lipstick, if that makes sense. So yeah, I am enjoying this NARS lip color. And then if I really want to be extra, I'll go in with a little bit of the Vaseline, and it just makes my lips look nice and pouty and cheery. So that's that. Along with some Band-Aids and then nail file. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, this summer, again, it's brutal. So I'm very mindful of my skin. I want to protect it. And I got this, I'm always looking for like really good sunscreen. So I do use a sunscreen on my face before I put on like my makeup. But when I'm out and about running errands and I'm out longer than expected, I like to touch up, especially when I'm driving. You know, like my hand is always on the steering wheel and it's getting all of that direct light on the car window and, you know, my face, my legs. So this Sun Bum Mist 45, just spray this. And it's like a spray SPF, and it's small. I mean, it's not as thin as I like it to be, but you know, it'll do. But what I do keep that's small and compact, you guys know I like my little perfumes, but instead of carrying around, let me show you, like a big bottle, I have it right here off to the side. And I've shown this in my other videos that I'm sure you're familiar with, but instead of carrying like a big bulky perfume bottle, because it just adds, you know, like extra weight and room, I will squirt in the perfume into these small travel size bottles. And you can actually just pop this top open. Let me see if I can do it here. This one, I get asked so many times like where I get this. This specific set was at Artbox at H Mart, if you have an H Mart in your area, but I'm sure if you look up on Amazon or anywhere, just look up like travel perfume. Yeah, you just squirt in there and then it'll just add it in here. And the scent is, well, I like this Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. Been using that for a couple years. However, I need to stock up on this because this is actually better. I really like this Zara Nude Bouquet, and it's actually the inspired by Miss Dior, but you guys, it smells exactly like Miss Dior. But this is under $10, where this will run you, you know, a little bit more, a lot more actually. And this lasts longer, to be honest. It projects stronger and it's just as beautiful. I get so many compliments on this perfume, whereas this, I feel like it wears off like within like an hour or two. And yeah, I originally purchased this, but then a friend recommended this. So I love it. As you can see, I'm almost empty. But I also enjoy my rose water. And this you can get pretty much anywhere, but Trader Joe's, they sell like their rose water face mist. And I just put some in here because you guys, this summer, it's so hot. I feel like each year gets like hotter and hotter. And when I'm out, like, you know, going to restaurants or if I'm running errands, oh my gosh, this is just a nice pick-me-upper. So you guys know I always have my rose water with me during the summer. And that is what I have in there. And pretty much this bag is one where I don't really stuff it a lot because it's just my bag where I go, you know, to somewhere that doesn't require a lot of stuff. Like if I'm going to a restaurant, if I'm meeting up with friends, it's kind of like my casual bag or my little kind of dress up bag. But I'll show you another bag I've been enjoying. So along with my phone, I'll also have my AirPods. I have my little Peanuts charm. Oh yeah, and a few of you have pointed out that Coach actually has their Snoopy edition in Coach, which I think is so cute. It's so adorable, but I think there was like a little wristlet that I was tempted to get. I'm not sure. I think I might be Snoopy'd out for for the moment. And when it comes to bags, I want something that's going to be classic, that I won't get tired of, especially when it comes to leather handbags. So the Snoopy, I feel like it might be more trendy and I may not love it in a couple of years. Whereas like little trinkets and things like that, these aren't too big of an investment for me to like, you know, second guess it. Like these are just still fun to have. So I always have my pens because I, you know, love to write down random things, ideas, notes, quotes, or if I have my little journal with me, and then my wallet. And that's pretty much all that fits in here. You guys know I love my wallet. And then I also have my mirror, my little, this mirror, wallet mirror. So if I do need to touch up my makeup, I have that. And then this wallet, I'm always talking about this. Nothing has changed again. It does have a little pocket here in the back, but I have not used it. I always keep these little tags and stuff because if I forget what the bag's called, I don't know, it's just nice to have. It's just like a weird habit I've always had with handbags. I just keep the tags. And then this is how it looks in the inside. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But this is also to give you some perspective of what else could fit in here, especially if you do like carrying notebooks with you. I have my Hobonichi weeks, like my little Japanese kind of like day planner. You guys know I love my little planners, and it can fit the Hobonichi weeks in there. This is a moleskin. Believe it or not, the moleskin expanded. It does fit in there, like an A5 slim, but that's pretty much all you can fit. This is the moleskin medium size, which is kind of comparable to like a B6 size for you journal lovers, and it could fit like the medium moleskin. If you like to use like pocket size or A5, then this is my trifold. This is my DIY Louise Carmen. This is not the real Louise Carmen, but I made my own in this beautiful burgundy color. I've shown on my Patreon how I made it, but this is just like my little journal here and stuff. And then it does fit. Hold on. Yeah, it fits that in here. So if you like to use or carry some type of travel journal, you could have that. And it also, oh, I had this off to the side because speaking of makeup, this was in my bag because I was on the go and I had to touch up with this. But I wanted to share, I actually like this NYX or NYX blush, this buttermelt. A little goes a long way, you guys. And yeah, this is some really good quality blush if you're into blush at all. Kindle, I love my Paperwhite, and I'm finding every opportunity and every excuse to read any downtime. And that's how I've been really enjoying my summer. I know I've been a little quiet and absent on social media. It's really because I'm just living my life, enjoying the summer, traveling, doing my cozy comfort hobbies, and just, yeah. And it does fit in there. So like I said, it does have that magnetic closure, so you can just like flip it over. And the magnetic closure, it's pretty like strong. Like it's not too strong where it's hard to open up, but it's not like flimsy. Like it's perfect in my opinion. But it's nice because if you have to hurry up and pay for something, you can just like open it up. And you see how I like the leather, what I was saying, it's like nice and kind of like floppy, but still durable. I don't like when leather's like too stiff. And to me, this is like just right. It also fits a water bottle. So maybe, you know, you don't care to carry all these extra like notebooks and stuff. Maybe you're like a minimalist and you just need like your wallet, your phone. It does fit like a water bottle because, you know, I gotta stay hydrated. So to give you some perspective, it does fit that. But also along with this Coach Western Tabby, I like on casual, oh, real quick. I wanted to show this tag. You see how the Coach tag right here, I have it kind of hung on this little, the clasp right here. It actually came here on this little loop, but I just didn't want it like down here, kind of hidden. So I just removed it and I put it here. So it does come with that little leather tag, if you were wondering. So here's the final look. And then aside from this Coach bag, I have been really enjoying this very casual bag. I love canvas tote bags, just, you know, low pressure, and they're just nice because if you are just running errands or going to the farmer's market, going to a cafe, meeting up with friends, you don't need anything fancy. And I've been, you know, going out to like the pool and out in nature, and I don't want to use like my, you know, my leather bags. So this is very nice because if it does get dirty, I can wash it. But if I'm going to the farmer's market, you know, I can stick in my sourdough or my other produce goods in here along with all the other things I just showed you. I will still use my little pouches because it just kind of helps keep things organized. But this is from, what's it? Five Below? Five Below, yeah. It doesn't have, you know, inside pockets, but I could probably buy like an organizer. But when it comes to canvas tote bags, I don't know, just everything kind of thrown in there just kind of works for me. And yeah, it's so cute. I can wear this over my shoulder. It does not come with this charm, as you can see, but this is from Five Below as well, this crochet strawberry. What I did was the tag that came on this canvas bag, I actually just ripped off the actual paper tag, but I kept that plastic on here, and then I just clipped, because it came with the clip for this crochet charm. So I just used this like that. And then these pins, this is again from Five Below. It came in a 4-pack, and then I just used this and I pinned it on here. You guys, this bag was I think like only $4 or $5 again, and it's, you know, official Peanuts merchandise product, and you know, it's just fun for the summer. If you're going to the beach, if you're going to the pool like I was, putting your, just however you like to use it. And then maybe if you want to, you know, bring your books, your journals, your Kindle, it can obviously all fit in there. So that's what I've been enjoying. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.